Bro gang, we were joined by the Guy-Hulud, Lawrence Schlossman.
Damn, I was thinking of the same pun.
Ah!
I am known by many names. The Lisan Al-Ghalib, the Mudadid, the Biznatch Hazarach.
I'll show you what a rack is. And myself, the Domenicani Poppy, James Harris. Welcome to the weekly Running the Boys, which says full episode only available on
Patreon.com/ThroneFits.
Before we get into Larry's muy caliente Oscar takes, getting rescued by Bar Rescue, and the best boys trip destination in the Western Hemisphere.
Wow. That's
Shit you not.
one of, how many hemispheres are there? Two?
So that's Hemi. Yeah.
That's what that means?
I don't, yeah.
So when they use it in terms of trucks, what does that mean?
When you got like a Dodge Hemi,
Yeah.
you got one of two engines.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Damn. You learn something new every day.
I'm such a car guy. I don't know if that's true.
No, that sounds so right.
Yo, fact check me.
Yo, fact check the Hemi.
Let's get into a fit check.
Yeah, why don't you start, dog?
Okay, upstairs, I was wearing PG Playground sneakers that I copped in Japan, which are starting to become more available in the US. So if you can get your hands on them now. Front General Store has actually a brown colorway that I might fucking scoop.
PG Playground sounds like Mers B last week. Pita and Gita's Playground.
Nice.
Not
What are
really.
these socks? No, not at all. Anonymousism socks, vintage Wrangler jeans from Fantasy Explosion, Throwing Fits X Our Legacy Workshop collab, arguably the best collaboration of 2023.
Yeah, and the most famous white tee since the most famous white tee.
There it is. Second wear Cardi. I was wearing Dita sunglasses, Bottega on the pinky, maiden name on the fingy.
Yeah, fingy is the term, yeah.
For like fingering.
No, for finger.
Oh.
What do you think I'm saying?
You call this your fingy?
You think I'm saying wedding ring on the fingering?
Well, this is like your
It's my left hand. It's not my fingering hand.
I thought you fingered with your ring finger for some reason.
No.
I finger with my fingering finger.
But to set expectations low.
Right, exactly. Hanes boxers, DP, thank God. Sipping on Greenpoint's finest.
Do they have DP in the DR?
No, they have Coca Sin Azure or something.
Is that like a natural sugar soda that tastes?
No, it's like Coke Zero.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wore Hoka End sneakers. I don't know the model, but thank you to our friends at End for flowing us the pack. I have on Manresa socks, wearing Stussy leather pants. The belt is Maximum Henry. The tee is Our Legacy Workshop Emporio Armani. The jacket is that as well. The hat is Moonburger.
Oh,
Shout out to homie Jeremy. Thank you for the nice
DJ
little
White
pack
privilege.
when he was in the building last week.
You've never had Moonburger, right?
No.
I'm telling you, bro. Well, you don't go anywhere.
Well, the
Next time you're upstate, go to Moonburger.
Dude, I just went to Raising Cane's. I'm going to review it on pod.
No, I mean, you don't go anywhere
Oh.
outside of like your neighborhood, which when you're talking to POCs is Bed-Stuy. When you're talking to POCs is Clinton Hill. When you're talking to white people's Bed-Stuy.
No, it's the exact reverse.
Oh, really? Oh, because you want to be
I'm
down.
code switching the zip code depending on who I'm talking to. And yeah, if
Zip code switching.
If it's a POC, you already know it's Bed-Stuy till I die. If it's some fucking Pratt girly, it's Clinton Hill.
You talking to Pratt Girlies?
No.
Okay.
Though there might have, well, I'll talk about my
Okay.
finesse at the event. No, not me.
Right,
The good deed I have done for another fellow penis haver.
Yeah. The Moonburger hat, I was wanting to wear mine today, but we cannot repeat John's. Oh, real
Great
quick.
blank, because it's the real tree. It's the real
It's
tree.
real tree.
Yeah.
My belt, because it's visible in the photo.
Mhm.
I never mentioned my belt, Trebien.
Nice. I am wearing Brady brand on the cock and balls because I have a ton of laundry to do. But shout out to Goat. Wedding ring on the fingy, aka finger, not
Right.
fingering to be clear. Wifey on the rolly on the wrist, wedding ring on the fingy, wifey on the pinky, chrome on the other hand, and I'm sipping on a hydro flask full of a Green Point's finest.
And you have a 6 milli pilly in the upper deck.
Yeah, it's funny how we're gonna talk Zins a bit. One, well, I don't know if I should say this now or save it. It's really helping me cut down on the darts. Like truly.
What are you up to day now?
Like how many Zins or darts?
Dart-wise. So when you go downstairs, when you arrive here, we pre-pro for like 45 minutes and you go downstairs to have a dart. Are you popping a Zin or are you smoking a cig?
No. It's between Zins.
Okay.
It's between pillow. It's the stick between the pillows.
It's a palate cleanser.
Yeah, a little bit. People are very divisive on their flavor of choice.
You're what? Spearmint?
Peppermint.
Peppermint.
Yeah. Which, like, I don't know what your Zin flavor says about you. I'm a peppermint poppy.
So how many cigs we doing?
Oh, honestly, dude, I'm really, really cutting down. It's
Good.
It's not.
Otherwise, you'll be dead in 10 years.
Well, I mean, who knows based
5
on how
years.
many I've smoked already. But no, we're down to single digits. The issue now is I'm just fully addicted to 6 milli gum pilly Zins.
Yeah.
So that's like another thing. But they're doing a lot better in terms of like not destroying my marriage. So that
that's
works.
good.
Yeah.
I was with a homie in the DR on this boys trip that is fully addicted to Zins. And he only brought down 1 tin. So we were out by like day 2, like day
for
2
sure.
or 4. And he was like, oh God, like,
Yeah.
I hate this.
They're really great for flying. I know you're not like technically supposed to. And I've only ever heard of one mutual of ours, and I'm not going to say his name, getting busted, and he fully got busted because like, yo, you're a bitch ass. Like, how are you going to?
How do you get busted?
You're the bitch ass Hazrack. You don't pop one in front of a fucking flight attendant.
Oh, that's just stupid.
I know exactly. Anyway, use your imagination on who that is, and
Honestly,
you gotta you gotta travel with. I've been traveling when we've been traveling, like, and obviously you can get them in Vegas or wherever you go when you're in the States for the most part. But I definitely am taking like 2 tins just to be safe.
Are you now back on the AOC train like it's 2018 with her packing a tin at the State of Union?
So it's funny. I saw that meme and I'm like, that's definitely just a tin of concealer as a woman.
Oh,
like
women don't Zin?
No, honestly, I've never met a female Zinner.
I'm sure you have. You just wouldn't know. It's so concealed.
I know. It's beautiful. Anyway,
Okay.
that's the Zin talk for now.
More to come.
Until we get into more Zin talk
Until we
later.
get to the Zaddies, which is a
Yeah.
brand new Zin format that I can't wait to talk about.
So dangerous.
What are we fucking
What's first?
doing here? What's first? Oh my God, we're riding a high off of the first Throwing Fits live activation of 2024 in which we helped the German homies, the homie Zomies at Mersby Schwanen to open up their first US store.
Mhm.
And we did a live pod with Pita and Gita. And thank you to the 4,000 people who came through in the torrential downpour and crammed into the beautiful space.
Yeah.
Whether you were there for the white tea, for the grape and cheese toothpick spears,
Yeah.
or to hear us pod, probably more the first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for pulling up. That was fucking awesome. And like
Mind blowing.
sensory overload.
Too
And I
much.
was so keyed up that I couldn't get to sleep when I got home.
Same.
Yeah.
I was
It was just
jacked to the tits.
To the tits.
To the tits.
Um,
People waiting outside around the block in the rain. That always is a visual that like I'll never get used to. And I think we're past imposter syndrome when it comes to these like store events because like this.
not me.
No, really?
I was again like, what if literally nobody shows
But
up?
it's the bread. Well, I think the weather had me a little shooketh, but like that's the bread and butter, I think, of what we do.
Yeah, I was also a little concerned because I think, are we behind the paywall? We had just
No.
potted. We're not behind the paywall. We just potted.
No chance.
We went straight from a pod to recording the afters of the pod.
Yep.
To uploading all this shit to DJ White Privilege pulling up, dropping off these hats. Or I guess he dropped them off before and had to go to the live event. And so it was like pretty hectic.
That was a crazy day. I mean, doing 3 pods, and I think that's why I've seen some comments about the new afters where it's like, oh, I like this like James and Lawrence vibe. And it's like, yeah, because we're fucking torched from potting normally for like upwards of 2 hours right before that.
Wait,
So
no,
that-
we're keyed up. No?
No, even if it's an amazing pod like we did with Mia, which is like, for me, I'm like,
Wait, are we in front of the paywall?
we've been saying that. Also, it comes out fucking tomorrow. Who gives a shit?
Okay, so Mia Khalifa on the podcast tomorrow.
Not only like, I mean, just, and we talk about it in the afters, but for me, it could go as well as that, which is like a fucking 13 out of 10. But like, I'm then just really exhausted. So that's why my energy is maybe more like normal than like the, yo, what up? It's fucking Larry.
Sleepy Wowie.
Yeah.
Baby Wowie.
Baby Lawrence.
Baby Wallwins.
Wawins.
He needs his breath milk.
You're jacked up after a good pod.
I'm jacked up Jimmy to the tits. There's a lot of tit talk on the Mia Khalifa pod.
She's a motherfucking open book. And yeah, I mean, I can't wait for people to hear it. I think it's, what are you laughing about?
On the so my friends were asking me, so I was okay, context. I was just on a 3-night trip down to the DR. We're gonna talk about it with a bunch of friends, 10 homies total. And they were like, yo, how was the Mia Khalifa pod? And I mentioned the one question I asked that where she was like trying to give a real answer and you're just cracking up, dying laughing.
Oh yeah, no spoilers. I mean, but you knew what you were doing when you asked that. And then it's also for me, it's like, how is this going to go? You never know.
They were like, well,
What was there?
So like spending 4 days with your friends that, as adults, like you kind of see them like sparingly, or you like see them at a bar, whatever. To spend like 4 uninterrupted days with people, like you talk a lot more about, and we are going to talk about this. You talk a lot more deeper than you normally go.
Real spit.
And so people were like legitimately like asking everyone about like their jobs, their families, their personal lives, etc. And I forget how it came up exactly, but I was like, Sydney, I don't know, like Sydney Sweeney's are canon stolen valor, and they're just like, what the fuck was that sentence, bro?
Yeah,
like what is that? How is that your?
None of these words are in the Bible.
No, not at all.